Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I've done the reviews for all the Alien movies, except for the latest one which just came out this year. I'm not going to go to the theaters to watch it. I'll wait until it comes on streaming service. And I've done a couple of movies in the Predator franchise as well. But there is a third franchise which is a crossover between these two universes. And of course, it's Alien versus Predator. Now, I know that it's based on the comic books. I don't really know too much about them. I haven't really watched any of that stuff. Read any of those things. And I don't know how expansive it is, but it basically is a crossover which came out initially in 1989. But this movie, the original, the first in the Alien versus Predator series, AVP or just Alien versus Predator, came out in 2004. I think I watched it in 2007. It did come on cable back in 2006 on New Year's Eve, and I remember like before the movie came out, I remember a lot of the hype around it, but I only got to watch it by the time it was 2007. I remember it was playing on New Year's Eve on 2006 to 2007. A couple of my cousins were watching it quite a bit. We had a party and they were watching it on TV. And I love this movie, to be honest. I really love the concept. I love the idea of bringing these two universes together and tying it up with some of the ancient astronaut theory and old Earth, ancient human kind of history, which is lost. Not really, but it's just like a concept. Um, they influenced by Aztec mythology as well as the ancient alien theories. So this concept is really good. I'm fascinated by it. So let's go to the review. The movie stars Sena Lathan, who is, I've only seen her in one other thing, just an episode of The Twilight Zone. I really haven't watched her in any other movies yet, as far as I remember. But I really do like her character and her acting in this particular film. You've also got Lance Henriksen, Raoul Bova, Colin Salmon, Ewan Bremen, and Tommy Flanagan. And solid cast, no complaints over there. Bringing in these two alien creatures. So basically, the whole concept is the predators were, and they find out later in the hieroglyphics, the predators have been visiting Earth for thousands and thousands of years. They thought they even influenced early human civilization, and it's understood that at one point in time there was a civilization on Antarctica, which later they were wiped out. The island, the continent became a huge ice landmass. But they did come back then, and they've influenced Earth. They showed them how to create the pyramids, and they were worshipped as gods. So once every 100 years, the predators come to Earth, and they do this kind of like a rite of passage for young warriors, where they have these xenomorphs on a pyramid in Antarctica of an island called Bovatega Island, and they have the queen deliver kind of release the the xenomorphs, and when they develop, they fight against looks like it is around three maximum predators at one time, and it's like a test of their strength. So it's like the ultimate prey kind of thing. As a failsafe, if they are overwhelmed, the predators would activate a self-destruct device, killing off all the xenomorphs, and the humans were used as sacrifice. But since they were treating them as gods, they kind of like willingly were the kind of like chosen one who go into the chamber and become, use their bodies to ingest the facehuggers. Then the alien comes up, right? So that's a little bit about the history. So now it's 100 years. This is right the area where it actually happens, where the predator is going to come in, and we see them coming to Earth on a large spaceship. They use a heating device to melt a hole through the Arctic ice on Bovate. I'm going to try to pronounce this as proper as I can. Bovatoya Island, which is actually 1,600 kilometers off the coast of Antarctica, and the heat signature is caught on satellite by wealthy industrialist Charles Wayland. So he wants to go and investigate it because they see with their thermal imaging that there is a pyramid that's hidden 2,000 feet beneath the ice. So he gets his team ready, his people ready, and they use a mountaineering guide named Lex Woods, or I think Lexa Woods, Alexandra anyway, Lex Woods. So Alexa is hired to be their guide sort of, and he is, Wayland is terminally ill, so he wants this kind of like his legacy, and he wants it to claim the discovery in his name and leave it as his legacy. So they get there, there is an abandoned whaling station, I believe Norwegian if I'm not mistaken, and after they do a little bit of reconnoitering around the area, they then descend into the tunnel. They don't know what created the tunnel, but they definitely decide to go there. They don't actually think about bringing in maybe like an army or something else like that, but they find, they go to this pyramid and they find a chamber with human skeletons that all have these ruptured ribs, and unfortunately for them, the predators do come down. Scar, Celtic and Chopper, that's the nicknames we are giving them. They arrive, they kill the remaining humans on the surface, and they make their way down to the pyramids. And unfortunately, the team of humans inside the pyramids, they accidentally activate the structure that starts trapping them inside these little maze structures. And you see the queen is unfrozen, and she starts to hatch her eggs. She starts to produce the eggs. The eggs come out, the facehuggers start attacking to the humans in the sacrificial chamber, and they start growing into adult xenomorphs. So now the predators versus the aliens, and the humans are in between. So finally, all of them are killed except for Sienna Lathan's character, and she pairs up with the last remaining. The aliens basically do get the better of two of the predators, but the last remaining guy, Scar, she manages to convince him that they can team up and fight the aliens, and he is impressed with the way she kills one of the aliens. So they team up and they make their way out. They kill a couple of the aliens, and they use one of their after they form the alliance, I can't remember if they use a bomb that's in his module. They leave it down, and then they escape, kills all the xenomorphs except for the queen, who escapes. She comes out, and then they manage to defeat her, but she uses her sharp tail. The edge goes into Scar. He is fatally wounded. However, the queen is defeated because they hook her chains onto a water tank and then manage to get it pushed on over a cliff that goes into the ocean floor, and it sinks with the tank's weight, and she is assumed to be killed. Scar is unfortunately killed, but the Predator spaceship appears. It's actually been sitting there camouflaged, and the crew comes out. They retrieve their fallen comrade. The elder Predator sees that Scar had actually given a kind of like a symbol using some of the remnants of the acid of the blood from the aliens to put it on Lexa's face, and it basically shows that she's a comrade, she's a friend. So he decides not to do anything. He gives her a spear as a gift, and the spaceship departs. Lexa goes over to one of the snow cats and leaves the area. We assume she gets back to the ship, and the proper ship, and goes back to safety. But on the Predator spaceship, Scar's body which is now ready to rest. From him, a Pred alien, which is like a combination of Predator and alien, chestbuster erupts from his chest. That sets up the premise for the next movie, which is Alien vs Predator Requiem, and we shall do that I shall try to watch that soon, and it's not a great movie, but I'll try to watch it soon and do my review for it sometime soon. Anyway, this movie was made on a budget of roughly 70 million and it made 177.4 million in the box office. It was all over cable over here for a very long time. I like this movie a lot. In fact, I actually love it. I don't get the hate. I really, really enjoy this film and I will give it an 8 out of 10 because that's much how I enjoy watching it multiple times. I've seen it probably like 15 times already. That's it for Alien versus Predator, and shall come back with another review pretty soon. Bye.